today's video, I'm going to show you guys my first biggest haul ever, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, then you guys may have seen a sneak peek of some of the products I purchased. I'm going to show you guys stuff that I purchased from Sephora, Inglot, and some Kevyn Aucoin products, and some very affordable finds. So before I show you guys all of the products I'm going to show you, there's actually a really sweet story behind this, and I don't know if I'm the only one that does that, but if you guys want to fast forward to the haul video, then I'll put it somewhere around in the screen where it actually starts. But I love going on Sephora's website and then just adding a bunch of stuff into my cart, and then just with wishful thinking like, oh, I wish I could just buy this right now. So my boyfriend was sitting with me and he said, honey, why don't you just buy it? And I said, look at how much the total is. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to buy that right now, and if I do, I can only afford so much. And he said, you know what, let's just do it. Let's just go shopping. And I'm just so shocked because we went on a splurge haul, and I just can't thank him enough. Of course, I purchased some of this stuff with my own money as well, but I hope you guys will enjoy watching this because it's stuff that I have been eyeballing for a very long time. There's products that I've always put in my cart and I just never purchased them. So I'm going to start off by showing you guys the first items that I purchased at Sephora. And by the way, I did pick up a lot of products from Too Faced Cosmetics, so just want to also let you guys know this is not a sponsored video whatsoever. Again, this was paid by my boyfriend and I. Pick up another chocolate Soleil in the shade chocolate. Even though I haven't hit pan quite yet on my chocolate Soleil that I currently own, this is one of my absolute favorites, and I have been using this very lightly because I don't want to burn through this product very quickly because I know how pricey this is. You know, the cuckoo side of me was thinking I must have this new current product because I love the packaging, and this is what the new packaging looks like for this bronzer. This is matte and it is definitely a must-have. The new packaging on this bronzer is so adorable. So this is what it looks like. It has these nice little girly grooves in there. The container has a black rim on the inside, something that the original packaging did not have. So again, this is one that I highly recommend. Next product I picked up and I have not tried out yet is this invisible translucent powder. Again, this is another product that I have been eyeballing for a very long time. This is what the packaging looks like. When you open it, it does come with a little sponge applicator, and this is what the powder looks like. And it just feels so velvety soft. It is a matte powder, so I'm really excited to try this out. This one has been on my wish list, I can't even tell you for how long, probably since it came out. And let me show you guys how gorgeous this is. This is the front of the packaging. It has a transparent chandelier, and there is some glitter reflex in it, but it's very subtle. I'm going to swatch that for you guys. Plan on using this product is pretty much to highlight at the bridge of my nose or very lightly dust it on top of my cheekbones. Definitely wouldn't apply this all over my face, but this is the product swatched on my hand. So you can see that there is a nice luminosity to it, but the glitter reflex seems to disappear once you rub it onto your hands or your face when you apply it with the brush, but it's just a gorgeous glow. Next is this primed and poreless finishing veil. I am currently obsessed with setting powders, and this one is so girly and pink. It is a loose powder. You get 4.5 grams of product, and it does come with the little sifter. This powder is so finely milled that when I swatched this at Sephora, I was immediately sold. There's absolutely no glitter reflex to it, so especially with this hot weather coming around the corner, I'm just excited to see how this is going to hold up, and anything that's going to control my oil and just leave my skin with that nice flawless appearance, I am all for it. So I'm going to give you guys updated on this product, but it is so smooth and velvety. This one, after trying out the Cocoa Powder Foundation that Too Faced Cosmetics did send me, I loved it. I was really excited to try out Too Faced Amazing Face Skin Balancing Flexible Coverage Foundation Powder. The packaging states that this can go from sheer and natural to full and flawless coverage. If you are around my skin tone, I'm between an NC 30, 35 if I'm self-tanning from MAC. then you definitely want to pick up shade Perfect Nude, which is the one that I have. This is the shade for this powder. Let me give you guys a side-by-side comparison to my favorite powder from the Milani Multitasker, because I think it looks very similar by a smidge. And the Milani Multitasker, I'm in the shade Light Tan, and it fits me just so well. So side-by-side comparison, as you can see, the one from Too Faced Cosmetics has a little bit of a pink undertone to it, but I don't mind given that I'm going to be self-tanning. And the one from the Milani Multitasker, which is my absolute favorite, I always gravitate towards using this powder all the time. Hands down, it is the best. This one can go from a light to full coverage, and I just highly recommend it. But this is another one that I'm just extremely excited to try out. I'm now going to show you some of the products that I picked up from Inglot, and you guys may have seen this palette already. This is the Inglot Contour palette, and I did go back to Inglot and purchase a different shade because the yellow one that I selected, which is shade number 501, I found to be just too yellow for my skin tone. So if you do have a darker complexion, this will be so nice for you. But this definitely gave off a lighter shade when I was at the Inglot store, and I was really surprised to find that this was just so yellow. And I believe that all sales are final with Inglot. So what I did do was I went back and I purchased one of their blush shades, and this is shade number 22. I just simply popped it out with a tool, so you do have to be very careful when removing these. But I'm going to go over the shades with you. In this palette, I have shade number 503, which is a matte vanilla shade. It is perfect to set your under eye concealer. This blush color, number 22, has a perfect bronzing shade. And this one is shade number 504 from their Sculpting Contour. All of these are sculpting powders except for this new shade. This one does have a taupe undertone. This one is great for contouring and casting shadows. And shade number 502 is going to be a perfect shade to bronze your face. Loving all of these color selections. This palette is magnetized, so to open it, you just slide it very slowly to the side and just pop it open and you are good to go. Next, I picked up this Amc Cream Foundation, and this is in the shade LW600. This one reminded me so much of Revlon's Photo Ready, the original formulation, not the new one that they have out, and it's so hard to find the original one. I do notice that this one does have a small amount of glitter reflex in it, very similar to Revlon's Photo Ready, but once you apply this foundation, you will not see the glitter reflex. It's just meant to give your skin a nice luminosity. And given that I do have oily skin, I did test this out, and it does not make my skin any oilier whatsoever. There are two different types of foundations at Inglot. There is the AMC line and the YSM line, and AMC targeted for mature skin or up to full coverage, and YSM, and that is for young skin, and that coverage is going to be sheer to very subtle coverage. It's not going to give you that much, so if you do have any acne scarring, you may want to choose the AMC just simply because it is a very full coverage. You can sheer it out with the Beauty Blender. Again, the shade I chose is LW600, so if you're around my skin tone, then this shade is going to be perfect. And this is the shade Swatch, and as you can see, I have a scar there. This one really provides a full coverage, and it will not make your skin look cakey. It does give you a nice, beautiful luminosity, but if you apply a mattifying powder to this, your skin will not become oily at all. Again, this is just a really nice foundation that is a beautiful luminosity. This next product is actually a pressed powder. I'm not going to use this product as an all-over face application, but what caught my attention, as you guys know, I'm obsessed with glitter, are the glitter reflex that this has. This is shade number 53. It's definitely going to give you a nice glow for the summertime. So beautiful is the swatch there. It is very sheer, with a little bit of soft gold reflex to it. Nothing too overpowering, but it's so nice and pretty. Apply some on just a little bit, that way you guys can see. It just gives off a really pretty finish. So how I'm planning to apply this during the summertime is most likely around the sides of my forehead, and definitely not at the hollows of my cheekbones. Just to give myself a nice glow in the summertime, definitely around the sides of my forehead and at my temples, and maybe just a tad bit right around this area. So you guys seen this powder up close and from far away, you can see that it just really brings out a nice bronzing effect, and I really love that, especially since I'm going to be self-tanning and this is going to be a perfect match. The next product I picked up is one of their pure pigments. This one has been on my wish list for the longest time, and it is just beautiful. It is a gorgeous purple with gold reflex in it. It's definitely going to be a gorgeous shade to foil on the lids. So this is shade number 2. Can you guys see how beautiful that is? I have been seriously eyeballing this for years, and I finally got my hands on it. One of you guys recommended me these pure pigments, and it's just been on my wish list, and I finally got my hands on it, and I'm so excited. It is so beautiful. Highly recommend this. I also picked up 2 of their gel liners, and I picked up a black and a brown. You get 5.5 grams in each one of these jars. So the black one is number 77. Shade 90. They are both matte. The good thing about this dark brown gel liner, just like my favorite L'Oreal Espresso shade, is that if you go in this with a very light hand, you can also use these for your brows, and I don't know how it's going to hold up. I know that the L'Oreal gel liner that I used did amazing at holding up in the hot weather, so I will keep you guys updated and let you guys know how these gel liners perform. And so this is the eye base from Inglot. You get 5.5 grams. It does look a little bit like MAC's Soft Ochre. However, the consistency on this eye base is a little bit sheer. It's not as creamy or thick like MAC's Soft Ochre. I was a little bit skeptical because of how sheer it applied, but it actually didn't make my eyelids crease whatsoever. I've been wanting to try a new eye base out, given that I love this shade for an eye base because Painterly does have a pink undertone, and as you guys know, unfortunately Soft Ochre does have a very drying consistency. This one does not have that drying effect whatsoever, so I'll put this to use in my next tutorial and see how it performs, and that way you guys can also take a look at it up close. And the last product I picked up from Inglot is this matte brick eyeshadow. This one is shade 335. So out of its package, this is this gorgeous matte brick eyeshadow shade, and here is the swatch. I love this shade for the transition, and it's just one that it's so affordable, and you get a lot of product in these pans. All of their palettes are customizable, so you get to choose the shades that you want. That was pretty much it for my Inglot haul, and I'm now going to show you my Kevyn Aucoin haul. If you guys watched my previous video, I did demo this shade SX06. The shade does have a yellow undertone to it, and let me give you guys a close-up shot. But you can definitely still use it if you are around my skin tone. However, just keep in mind, do not set this with the yellow powder, otherwise it's really going to accentuate the shade. The yellow shade that this gives off will get toned down if you use a translucent powder. And with these skin enhancer pots, all you need is just the smallest amount, and it goes a very long way. Because I love this skin enhancer so much, I picked up SX03. I mentioned that I was really debating on getting SX03 or SX04, so I got my hands on SX03, and let me tell you, I am extremely happy with this shade. This is the shade that I'm wearing very lightly under my eye area, and I did sheer it out with my beauty blender. So let me give you guys a close-up look at SX03. It is definitely in the light shade category, and this is SX06, so you can see there is a big difference in the color. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys swatches of both. Here are the swatches. This is SX03, the one that I'm wearing under my eye area, and this is SX06. If you love highlighting under your eye area, at the bridge of your nose, or anywhere that you love to highlight, and you're around my skin tone, I highly recommend SX03 because this one, as you can see, is a little bit darker, so this one will definitely be better for spot concealing or to brighten certain areas or blemishes. But I am extremely happy with this shade. Love how creamy the texture is, and it just gives you a really nice flawless finish. So for that reason, the Kevyn Aucoin skin enhancers are a thumbs up. I highly recommend it. A little bit hot right now. It's about maybe 80 degrees. I went to go pick up Justin and I came back. I noticed that there still wasn't any creasing under my eye area. It didn't get cakey whatsoever. So again, for that reason, it looks like it's going to hold up just fine even in the hot weather. So the last splurge product I picked up from Kevyn Aucoin is their liquid airbrush foundation, and I picked mine up in the shade LQ10. I will put all the information in the description box for you guys. This is what the packaging looks like. And by the way, this is the foundation I am wearing right now. I am just speechless. I love how this product leaves your skin looking. So this is the actual packaging. It has a red and black ombre effect to it. Let me tell you, this product, it is well worth every penny. And this shade I selected is a perfect match. And let me show you guys the swatch for this foundation. It is so creamy. The consistency is perfect. It is buildable. You can shear this out, but it is definitely a medium to full coverage. And if you do have oily skin like myself, your skin will love this product. Just definitely apply one coat, but as you can see, I did have a scar there and it covered it just nicely. There is no glitter reflex in this foundation. It just leaves your skin looking so flawless. I absolutely love it. So that was my Kevyn Aucoin haul. I'm now going to show you some amazing deals that I've purchased. Duo Beauty Blender set that I purchased through Amazon. I believe this was $30 with free shipping, and ever since one of my lovely subscribers, Diwana, sent me my first beauty blender, I have been obsessed and I am officially hooked to the beauty blender. I love my Soho beauty blender a lot, but it just doesn't compare to the original beauty blender. I absolutely love it, so I highly recommend this. What originally drew my eye to this palette is obviously the color selection. There's just so many shades to choose from, and the clear case, and of course the pricing point was amazing. So I'm going to just swatch this shade and the darkest shade on the back of my hand. So here is the light shade and this is the darkest shade. The consistency on these concealers are a little bit sticky but creamy at the same time. I will definitely have to get back to you guys on how well these concealers perform, but I just thought it was a great deal and the packaging looked really awesome. I hope that they are as good as the price. I absolutely love shopping at Ross. It's like a scavenger hunt there. You just never know what you're going to find. That was pretty much it for my biggest splurge haul ever. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that there's a lot of products that I'm going to have to create tutorials and use them and then give you guys my overall thoughts on some of the products, given that it will be my first time using them. But I love watching haul videos, and sometimes I just watch them and live vicariously through them and just wish, oh my god, I wish I could have that. I so want that. And I think that's why sometimes I will go on the Sephora website and just add a bunch of stuff into my cart and then just wish that I could just pay for it, and it finally happened. So I'm so happy that I was given the opportunity to go shopping and just finally indulge in a couple of things. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Big hugs and kisses, lots of love, and I will see you guys very soon.